Hi, if you're having an error where Windows 11 can't run this app or Windows 10 can't run this app, here's a few tips that I can give you to try to get a solution. So I'm just gonna take Fortnite for example. Let's say Fortnite doesn't want to run for me. So the first thing I can do is right click, properties, and this is a shortcut, so I'm just gonna take another app. Let's say Reaper for example. Right click, properties, and we have compatibility mode. Here there is a checkbox that says run this program as an administrator. This means that every time you run that program, it is automatically going to run it as administrator and is going to ask you for admin privileges. This sometimes helps the app because it gives it special permission to maybe use some part of your operating system that it usually wouldn't use. So you want to run this as administrator as well as try to run it in a compatibility mode for a different version of Windows. This usually works if you're running older versions of apps or older apps in general that are not meant to be run on newer systems. So inside of Windows, there's a built-in feature to just run it in compatibility mode and then try one of these settings. Windows 8 usually works for most people. So check this, click apply, and you're good to go. That's the first solution. I'm just going to undo that real quick because my app is running perfectly fine and I don't want to mess it up. The next thing is, of course, you can update the app. If your app is not up to date, it can cause a lot of issues with the compatibility of your operating system or in conjunction with some other files that it needs to run smoothly. So the next thing, of course, is reinstalling the problematic app because that usually solves all issues in this world. And the last thing you can do is clean boot your Windows. Now, how you clean boot your Windows is you can go to, I'm just going to open a new tab on my Opera, and we can type in Windows Media Creation Tool. Create installation media for Windows. So you would go here. This is the official Microsoft website. You need an external USB or a DVD. USBs usually work fine. And then you choose which Windows you are using right now or which Windows you have the license key for. So you just click on whichever Windows version. I'm going to choose Windows 10, for example. And here it says create Windows 10 installation media. We're going to download that file. I'm going to save it in my downloads. And now this media creation tool, you want to plug your USB into your PC and just literally drag this onto your USB and run this media creation tool on your USB before you reboot or format anything from your PC. You want to make sure that you do have a media installation somewhere on a disk or a USB. Because if you don't, you're probably gonna have to call a technician who has this media creation tool, but you can skip that cost. After that, your USB is gonna be ready as a media installation tool, and then you can go ahead and just completely format the drives of your Windows and completely reboot your PC. Because if the apps are not working on your operating system, there may be a fundamental problem with how your operating system is transferring information from app to app. So if you're constantly getting an error for different applications, if it's not just one specific application, it is advised that you reboot your whole Windows system. I hope that helps, and good luck.